a little bit about myself. I basically came into like clothing as a whole, or fashion, so be it, as an instrument, as a tool to bring about my confidence, right? It just works in different ways for different people in regards to confidence, getting there. But it was a major, major, major move for me in, because I was a very shy guy, right? Quite soft-spoken, had a bit of a stutter as well that didn't help things. And like, I couldn't stand school. I just found like school just seemed to be, I just found that like I was above them all. Because I wasn't into childish things, getting into trouble. I had a stronger relationship with a lot of the art teachers in the school. And one of the reasons why I think my relationship with them was even stronger, because I was a kid who was like a poor reader, poor speller. But with art, I just felt that there was no rules. I didn't have to put a full stop, right? Or a capital here and there. You know, okay, there might be the vanishing point in creating a picture, but overall, it was free, yeah? So like, anyway, coming from that artistic standpoint, I was modeling for a short time, which a lot of my friends who know me as a child, if they meet me now, right, like, Johnny hasn't experienced this yet, but if from back in the day saw me now, they would just laugh, right? Because they know that boy, right? They know that boy. They would just laugh, right? And they have, right? So what happened for me, around that time, what was relevant to me in style is that you had different genres of music. It was really Pacific at that time. Reggae, roots, you had your rock, you had your funk, you had your soul, and everything had a kind of like a style for each music. So you'd be walking 10 meters behind one guy or behind anyone, and you would know by how they're dressed what they're into. Girl or guy, you just knew what they were into. If they were a mod, rude boy, a rocker, soul boy, casual, whatever, you just knew, yeah? I couldn't afford to play out that scene the way I wanted to. I knew what clothing I liked. I knew how to pull it together, but I didn't have the money to do it. But I was in college at that time, and what I learned from, I was in college doing leather goods and footwear, and what I learned and what I took from college, what made me put two and two together, because in college they showed me how to use a sewing machine, right? How to make uppers, cut patterns, put it all together, sewing, right? So I said to my mum, you know how to make a pair of trousers? Do you know how to make a shirt? What kind of question are you asking me, son? She was in total bewilderment. But she told me, if that's what you want to do, she told me what to do. Get the pattern, bring it home, get some paper, and that was it for me. A no-brainer. Once I started creating my own clothing for me, how I saw it, because I was looking at what other people were doing, but I was never the kind of dude to kind of like see something and copy it. Never. Anything I've ever done, I've never wanted to see something and copy it. Anything I've ever done or got involved in it, I get involved and I make it my own. I put my mark on it, right? So what happened on doing that, I started getting a response from other people, which I wasn't too surprised actually, because I was quite confident of what I was doing. I was moving around a lot of the funk and soul scene, yeah? So I was playing around with different fabrics, which wasn't really done for the time and everything else of it. But I was still relatively shy with women. But it was that transition in making the clothing which gave me the confidence to speak to women, to go into certain venues, certain clubs where I didn't think I'd get in because I wasn't a member or I didn't look a particular way. But I knew once I had those pieces of clothing on, which I designed for the time, I was the only one with them. And that was styling for me in a nutshell, the beginning. So I don't know how you all feel about styling, or fashion as individuals, but there is a difference. I'll start off by saying that there really is no wrong way or right way to styling.